Welcome back. This morning, we're shining the spotlight on the search for Sebastian Rogers and the last known video of him before he disappeared. Security cameras caught Sebastian eating dinner with his mother at a Texas roadhouse in Hendersonville, Tennessee, the day before he vanished. His mother was seen taking photos of him and then sending them to somebody. Now, looking at this video, it's kind of hard to believe he hasn't been seen since then. But that is the case. Sebastian vanished from his mother's home on February 26th. His father says he still has hope he'll be found.
The goal is still the same. Find Sebastian. He needs to be found and brought home to a home that loves him.
Sebastian's 16th birthday was last weekend, and police say that they're still actively investigating this case, and they're not deeming it a cold case as of now. I have a special guest I want to welcome onto the program now. You know her and love her, retired FBI Special Agent Jennifer Coffindeffer. She also, by the way, has her own brand new YouTube show called Break the Case. It is awesome. Be sure to check it out. Jennifer, good morning to you. You were one of the first people to follow this case. I love following you on Twitter, and I remember seeing you were doing the missing person tweets, as you always do, and have continued to follow every single development. Looking at this, as it is hard to not have emotion in it because your heart just breaks for this family, this teenager. Where do you think the investigation is likely to go from here? Does it go anywhere?
Well, Julie, looking at this tape, and I've had it for so long, I just didn't release it until it was released by others. But essentially what I was looking for were the reactions of the mom, of course, Sebastian's actions. One of the things, a couple of things I noticed is his eating style, I thought, was very interesting. It was like he hadn't been fed in a week. I'm not saying he hadn't been fed in a week. I'm just saying the way he eats was very, aggressive. He was just constantly eating. What I also noticed from the mother was her staring around, looking around, almost like she was on surveillance for someone. In addition, she was on her phone such a large percentage of the time, seemingly not really engaged with Sebastian. These were just a couple of takeaways. Julie, I also looked at the people around. Was anybody watching them? And there's other film footage that I've personally viewed that might give some credence to somebody else watching them.
That's interesting. That's really interesting, Jen. And thank you for pointing that out, because as I'm watching it, and look, I'm not an investigator as you are, that was the first thing that jumped out was her head's going every which way. She's sitting there with her son, and like you said, she's not engaging him. And just to kind of back up and reiterate, to digest this more, in what you've seen other people looking at them too? Did it seem like they were trying to find each other? Like, is she looking for someone, I wonder? What do you think, Jennifer?
Well, yes, in other footage that I've seen, I haven't released it. It's not for me to release. I think that there may be some questions now regarding somebody possibly looking at them, certainly not acting appropriate. And I'm sure that will be released soon. And when you put it in conjunction with how Katie Proudfoot is acting, it just adds up to something that doesn't make a lot of logical sense.
Sure. Jennifer, this has me wondering, did he even go back to the house? Do we have any confirmation that he ever made it back to the house? Because he's said to have, he's reported missing from the house, supposedly in the middle of the night, wanders off. And now I'm just wondering about that. I'm curious what your thoughts are on this, please.
Well, I think, unfortunately, we're so reliant on what Katie Proudfoot has to say. She's the last person to see him. She's the only one with him. She's the one that makes the report. We're so reliant on that. And I've also found it very interesting, that she works for a video recording company, and meaning, home security type company. And yet we have no home security footage. at least that we know of Sebastian Rogers coming, going. There's, very little, let me say. And I've always found that very much to be an oxymoron, Julie.
Sure. And we know that Sebastian had special needs. We know that he was living with autism and needed some extra care in the home. A great point you just made, Jennifer. Perhaps it would be helpful even to have more eyes on him throughout more times of the day if he's not in your direct line of sight. So do you know if they even had any video cameras established in the home at all?
I think there were video cameras established outside the home. As far as inside the home, I have not read or heard any legitimate, data regarding that. But again, this just makes little sense to me regarding the fact that he had autism. I understand he wasn't a wanderer per se, but this is something that persists with people that are on the spectrum. We see it every week, somebody leaving their home and sadly being found in a body of water. And so if you have those utilities available to you, why wouldn't you utilize them?
Exactly. Great points from you, as always. Jennifer Coffindeffer, we'd love to continue the conversation with you about this. That's all the time we have for today. But my friends at home, do yourself a favor. Follow Jen on Twitter. Follow her show on YouTube. Check it out. You will love it. Such great interviews and insight always. Jennifer Coffindeffer, until next time, have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you for your time this morning.